Only colonize this star cluster. Yeah, because there's choke point, and choke point. And then this whole thing is secured. Only needs 3 star bases, which, oh, well, look at that, that's what I have. Oh no, I need one more. Elson. Ah, you were the one exploring that. Well, I would say let's send you off in this direction. See what they got for us. We're a megacorp, building large is painful. That's true. Yeah, we're going to want vassals, which actually works really well as a megacorp, vassals, because they don't count towards my size, right? Pretty sure. Okay, now the laptop's starting to get quite hot. I have a cunning plan, however. Because what I can do is I can increase the speed of the fans under the laptop. Ugh. If I can find where they are. There they are.
What have we here?
Alright. Beefed up the fans. Towed asteroid. For some reason, someone has towed an asteroid into the stable orbit around Sire 8A. The massive engine sections and braking thrusters can still be found on the surface, although they have long since been rendered inoperable. Whoever did this also mined the asteroid for minerals, and these operations were seemingly abandoned shortly after they began. Cool.
We grow ever stronger.
Okay, construction ships. Next up we want to take this. How are we doing? Consumer goods are still a little bit low. So we could probably do with industrializing one more time. How are we doing for minerals? We have loads of minerals. So let's go ahead and do that. Glad you made it. Sweden just joined the stream. Are you the IKEA Corporation? No, but that would have been a good idea. We're Ovdal Tungr, the boat dwarves. Science division. Research alternative 1, scientist level cap increased by 2. Sounds good to me. And then experience gain and lever cap. That sounds good as well. Researcher upkeep. Cool, cool, cool. I like how everyone has the same reaction to a good start. Where are my screwed up neighbours? Where are they? They're going to be out here somewhere. Like, I'm going to have 2 of the 4 fallen empires. Like, 1 here and 1 here. It's going to happen. Although, actually, I guess you could have worse neighbours than fallen empires. Oh, marauders. 1 marauder here, 1 marauder here. There you go. Boat dwarves. Do dwarves even float? Doesn't matter. You build a boat.
What have we here?
Okay, deserted star platform. That's just more stuff to explore. There are a lot of anomalies. I feel like they've increased the number of anomalies.
We grow ever stronger.
Okay, construction ship has done his thing. I kind of feel like we could probably do with another construction ship, so let's go ahead and build one. Because I think our resource production is now such that we can just continue to expand. Ah, except now we're short on influence. Yeah, that's more of a hard block. In that case, we may as well build all of those, and we may as well also... Ah, we need 200 consumer goods. Okay. We'll wait.
Space charts updated.
Level 3. Not new traits, just leveled up. Okay, we have the new construction ship. This is going to... Oh, can't build anything there, but we can build stuff here. Like so. Ancient life pod. An abandoned life pod was detected in orbit of Themora 4A. It is covered in scorch marks, presumably from where the pod's mothership exploded, and the preliminary scans suggest it was built more than 5,000 years ago. The crew of the kickback managed to open the pod, revealing the withered remains of a reptilian alien clad in resplendent uniform. Clutched in one of his claws was a small picture of another individual from the same race, possibly a mate or revered leader. Interesting.
A system has been charted.
Thankfully we can store a lot of credits, because we are producing a lot.
Space charts updated.
Still have 2 jobs available, that's good.
Anomalous space-time continuum.
That's
ahead.
true, I could buy some consumer goods, you're not wrong. Except at the moment it's not the consumer goods that are the problem, it's influence. You can't buy influence. Influence is the blocker. No, it was the starbase that was the blocker for that, wasn't it? You're right. Three colony ships. Different trade policies are now locked behind the merchant tradition tree. That's a good point. Because no, I don't think they are. Yes, they are. Huzzah! Orange Kessler, thank you very much for the 17-month primary sub. Very much appreciate the ongoing support there. Thank you. Hope your settling into Sweden has gone smoothly and without excess trouble. So my time here in Sweden has actually been dead easy. Getting to Sweden was the problem. Trying to get an apartment, because my gosh, Stockholm, you have such a big apartment searching problem. It's ridiculous how few places are available. So I'm currently in a tiny little hotel for 2 months. Until July. And then in July I move into my proper apartment, which is a hell of a lot closer to the office than here. Like at the moment I have a 40-minute commute, that should be down to about 20. It's awful, got lucky when you moved to Stockholm. Some people do, like Ben was telling me about the apartment he got. Damn it, I'm jealous. It's twice as big and cheaper than the place I'm staying, and more central. Like I'm paying a ridiculous amount of more money, it's exorbitant. Which I wouldn't be able to afford if I didn't do the streaming and also the Paradox stuff, so I kind of lucked out there. So all the preparation I did for my future living situation in 6 years' time has paid off. It just requires a full-time job and a half-time job to be able to afford it. Huzzah! Right, we still need more influence. And I feel like I want to... Oh no, we can get there. 75, not 100. Bergon! Thank you very much for the 20-month resubscription. Very much appreciate that. I found out that my grandpa is addicted to Viagra. No one is taking it harder than grandma. I can't believe I even read that out. That's terrible.
grow ever stronger.
Okay, it may well have been a little bit early on building those extra
New
construction
colony
ships.
has been founded.
Aha! Ovdal Tungr is now ready. Excellent. Unfortunately, I don't have any of the colony growth stuff yet. But that'll come in time. The benefit of having the extra colonies is just simply the extra pop growth that you get. Although it doesn't seem to be happening yet. Maybe at the end of this month. We'll check. Yeah. So we have people now leaving Ovdal Tungr, which means that their population growth is slowed, and then moving to Ovdal Tungr because the weightings for immigration and migration are now actually correct. For like the entirety of the last patch, apparently those were
Our
wrong.
lookouts have detected an anomaly.
So when are you converting to Swedish culture? I've already started learning Swedish. Jag talar inte svenska. Jag talar engelska.
Research complete.
I don't speak Swedish. I speak English.
We grow ever stronger.
And I can also order a beer. An Earl Tuck. Right. More minerals from jobs? I still feel like we got plenty of minerals. Well, let's go for the strike craft. Because then we can get the strike craft hangars, which are really good for trade.
A system has been charted.
Expansionist policy would help with the influence cost. Energy from trade seems to be alright for now. True, but we're playing in a large galaxy with supposedly a lot of AIs. I'm frankly astonished we haven't run into any yet. I thought the galaxy would be more crowded than it currently seems to be.
What have we here?
What is the Empire Sprawl? So as long as we keep that below 100. Okie dokie.
Technology secured.
Research speed done. So we can get more energy, but we really don't need that. We can get basic combat rolls. Or shields. Colony development speed. You know what? We're doing a lot of colonizing at the moment. Let's grab that. Huzzah! Varak! Thank you very much for the 20-month resub. Very much appreciate that. Hope you're enjoying Sweden. So far so good. No complaints. Yet.
Our lookouts have detected an anomaly.
So maybe I should colonize this system. Just so I can get those two
Establishing
planets
a new
colonizing.
colonial outpost. A system has been charted.
Yeah, because I want to get as many colonies up and running as quickly as I can. Because colonies aren't as ruinously expensive as they used to be. Which I'm a little bit surprised they removed. I didn't think that was necessarily a bad mechanic. And it doesn't look like we have any competition here. I'd like to grab this system just so we have the checkpoints.
Space-time continuum ahead.
We've grabbed this one already. We've grabbed this one already. And I just need this one.
We grow ever stronger.
And then we can just buy in the extra alloys and consumer goods that we need, although at the moment we have enough for one more colony. Traditions available. Influence cost reduced by 10%. It's only 10% though. No, I think I still want discovery, mercantile, diplomacy. That's still my plan. And I want to finish off Discovery so I can get the science rate boost.
Anomalous space-time continuum ahead.
It's basically impossible to stay below 100 Empire Sprawl. Yeah, we discovered that during the Aquatics game, where I was kind of purposefully not expanding and it was still absolutely punishing. And Hugin has finished explorifying. Might actually be a choke point there. Hell, even there. Get going, let's see what's around. Doesn't look like there's a connection to this place. At least not yet. Alright. Outpost that. We haven't even come across any hostile AIs. Like neutrals. No NPC stuff. Like the rogue drones. It's a very quiet galaxy so far, and this is making me increasingly nervous.
Space charts updated.
Kaji is done explorifying. And head off in that direction. We can probably send someone else to go down this way. Perhaps there are fallen empires and marauders boxing this area in. Aha! Finally! Enigmatic spacefarers, news of alien ships humming through the ether have reached Ovdal Tungr, in many ways ending the first chapter of the book of Ovdal Tungr's bid for a stellar empire. We've made contact with mysterious aliens in the Zithri system. For now we've codenamed them Samak aliens. Until we can find out more about them, if they possess a language, we must decipher it in order to establish communications. And that's exactly what I was talking about. Alright, let's go and see what they are. This time it was enophilic, so we actually want to discover about alien stuff. What is that? It's under contacts. No, it's not. It's under situation log. I have so many envoys. As the inward perfectionists, I had one.
We grow ever stronger.
Okay. Thamora 2 is going to get itself colonized. What was that? 3? That was 3. And then I'm going to go ahead and buy some more of each of those so that I can get the other one going as well. Okay, more colony ships. We've now got 1, 2, 3, 4 colony ships, plus the one that's already done, 5 colonies. Still to build. Streaming from Sweden now. No, Mordred Viking's really embracing his Viking heritage. Heck yeah. And yes, I am the community manager for Stellaris. One of the reasons I'm playing this right now is so I can understand how it all works. Because even though I have participated in the release of Overlord, I hadn't actually played Overlord, which was particularly embarrassing during the release stream. I was like, I don't know what's happening. I think this stuff is new, so I'm going to show it off.
Land ho! A new colony is underway.
Yeah, subterranean habitability doing me a massive solid. Like, minimum of 50% habitability everywhere is very powerful. Like, there will be penalties in these locations, of course, but still worth doing.
We cannot fight
More
this
enemies. They're everywhere. Situation log, Omnicrons. Dispatch an envoy. Let's go and find out about these geezers. Oh no, that's the same as these. These were the Omnicrons. That might be a different... yeah, that's a different empire. Upon entering the Zithri, our sensors picked up strange readings. Dismissed at first as glorified asteroids, things quickly changed when we discovered that these entities had reacted aggressively to movement in space, even at greater distance. Observation of these entities, preferably from a safe distance, is advised. Man, Kage, you are not having a lot of luck out here.
Anomalous space-time continuum ahead.
Haven't you kept up the dev diaries? Oh, I have. I actually followed all the dev diaries, especially on the YouTube channel, which is a really, really cool thing. Definitely something we'll be continuing with. But that's still different from having actually played it, particularly during a release stream when you're meant to be showing off the new stuff.
Establishing a new colonial outpost.
We've now got 3 colonies. See, this would have completely bankrupted my empire previously. Now it doesn't cost you like the excess in energy credits to build new systems, new colonies. What else was I going to say? Right, speaking of the Dev Diary videos, one of the things I will be responsible for is the Stellaris YouTube channel. Do you guys have any ideas or any suggestions of things you would like to see on the Stellaris YouTube channel? Like, we're kind of expecting to do things like tutorials, feature updates, that type of thing, but is there anything else you'd like to see up there? Another thing we might do is Let's Play. So, apparently Stellaris currently doesn't have a weekly stream, unlike basically all of the other brands. So that's something I want to start up again. But the YouTube channel is going to be a big part of my focus. And seeing as you guys are the type of people that consume YouTube stuff, what would you like to see there? What would get you visiting the Stellaris YouTube channel? So one of the ideas for a Let's Play I have is to do a fully curated system. So all of the AI NPC nations, ones I've created and I've written a story about, created a background for, so then we can have a bit more of kind of a roleplay aspect. AAR's new releases. It's easier to do a Let's Play. I mean, that's basically what an AAR is. It's a video Let's Play. It's a video AAR. Get Ben and one of your other friends to play with the new things in Stellaris. True. Yeah, multiplayer. Internal multiplayer. Right, we can go to another system now. I really want that. And you can go and build the mining stations and other bits and pieces. I do really like when there's a strong story in streams like Stellaris and Victor. Yeah, that's exactly along the lines of what I'm thinking. What does AAR stand for? After Action Report, like Shah said. AARs were basically what came before Let's Plays. So before Let's Plays were popularized, AARs were done on games like Victoria, where you would write out an entire story of what was happening in your game, basically, from a roleplay perspective, including things like screenshots to show the occurrences. Very, very work intensive, but pretty cool to read. And you can probably still find some of them archived on the Paradox forums. So apparently, Wiz, Martin Anwar's start at Paradox was because he was an AAR writer. He has got several of them up there for Victoria too. Ah, massive glaciers. We need to clear those. I don't usually bother with clearing stuff, but that's one I do need to do. By tracing weak energy trails most likely left by spacefaring vessels, one particular asteroid in the cluster was singled out. Closer inspection of the asteroid's surface confirmed the theory of prior space traffic, as multiple signs of landing and takeoff were found in the rocky exterior. Sensors also indicate cavities and tunnels within the asteroid which may be excavated. Why are you doing this? No. Right, how do I tell you to stop? Because we've got about 1 million of these for you to do now. Right, just keep you busy for a while. Create a galaxy, getting ideas from Old Man Mordred. It's actually something I've wanted to do for absolutely ages. I was kind of tempted to start doing that with this, but frankly I didn't have the time, and also I didn't want to use up all of my ideas. Like, it will take a fair amount of work to get that done.
Space charts updated.
Stations. When are we going to get our factions? I need my influence generation. This is another massive choke point. The entities encountered by our fleet some time ago, new wondrous forms of spaceborne life, quickly named the space amoeba, following an analyst's gross misreading of initial sensor outputs. The creature is in fact larger than the average Ovdal Tungr corvette. We should leave it and remotely monitor the creatures and its kin from Ovdal Tungr. So as easy prey, we get better at killing them. Fascinating creatures. We study them. Or learn to coexist.
We are being contacted by aliens.
We'll see what they're all about. Faction founded. A new faction has recently been gaining traction in the internal political landscape of Ovdal Tungr. Led by scientist Percy, they call themselves the Imperial Unity Movement. Their members have been pushing hard for extreme centralization of political and military power. A disgruntled faction is a source of trouble, but one that approves of the government's actions could prove to be useful. New faction. Governor Garius, the Brits call themselves the Xeno Reform Initiative. Pushing hard for friendly relations with aliens. And the Order of the Burning Star, led by Plutarch Mordred Thorgerd. Mission has been pushing hard for us to assert military dominance over the rest of the galaxy.
A system has been charted.
Oh, we found another archaeological site. Here, Hixar. Okay. You are going to need more jobs soon, and I think part of that is going to be more industry. Although we've been unable to discover much about the mysterious vessel in the Ennui system, the most convincing current hypothesis based upon its behaviour and the patterns of still undecipherable signals we have intercepted from it are that it belongs to a previously unknown spacefaring civilization. We are redoubling our efforts to translate the language so that communications can be established. Keep at it! Encounter in Zarmation. We've made first contact with mysterious aliens in the Zarmation system. For now we've codenamed them the Gamma Aliens. The other thing was a situation log, which was the